Monday, July 18th. Jordan, would you start us off with a roll call, please?
Councilmember Ronayne,
Present.
Foberg, Liebelt, Reif,
Present.
Johnson,
Present.
Reinbold,
Present.
Langer, Norvstrup,
Present, sorry.
Mayor Shoneman.
Present. Please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. First order of business will be to approve this week's agenda. Can I get a motion to approve?
Move to approve. Second.
A motion from Councilman Reif and a second from Councilman Reinbold. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion does carry. We'll move along to our approval of last minutes from July 5th meeting 2 weeks ago. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes as included in our packets?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilwoman Foberg and a second from Councilman Ronayne. All in favor, please say aye.
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 And opposed, nay. Motion does carry. I didn't see anyone signed up for our open forum, so we'll move along to our consent calendar where we've got 5 items to approve at once, including liquor license, on-off malt beverage, contractor taxi cab license, request for street use, as well as a lottery notice.
Move to approve. Second.
A motion from Councilman Ronayne and a second from Councilman Reinbold. Does anyone from the council have anything on any of these items? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion does carry. Move along to our new business where we've got the public hearing and possible approval of Resolution 220701R, which vacates public right-of-way described as north 25 feet of Olive Drive public right-of-way adjacent to the Village Bowl addition in the city of Aberdeen. Brett, what can you tell us about that vacation of right-of-way?
The petitioner is submitting this petition
sorry, Ken.
in order to vacate a portion of unused public right-of-way adjacent to the Lee Park Golf Course parking lot with the intention of combining it with their property for future development. Staff recommends approval.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Johnson and a second from Councilwoman Liebelt. Does anyone have any questions? Sorry about that, Ken. I
problem.
saw you when I came in, and I had written down that Brett would tell us about that. So, Jordan, would you give us a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Ronayne,
Aye.
Foberg,
Aye.
Liebelt,
Aye.
Reif,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Reinbold,
Aye.
Langer,
Aye.
Norvstrup,
Aye.
Mayor Shoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got public hearing and possible approval of Resolution 220702R, which vacates public right-of-way described as entire 16 by 135 feet public right-of-way adjacent to the east side of the Haggerty and Lloyd 7th subdivision at 6 South State Street alley next to the YMCA daycare playground. Ken?
The petitioner is requesting or submitting this petition to vacate unused public alley right-of-way with the intention of combining it with their adjacent property to allow for the future expansion of the existing playground and parking areas. Staff have reviewed this petition and recommend approval with the stipulation that a plat is filed combining the vacated right-of-way with adjacent property. And utility easements are created for any utilities located within the vacated alley. Staff recommends approval.
Move to approve with those stipulations. Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Johnson and a second from Councilman Ronayne. Ken, did those guys acquire that that beat up old shed that sits adjacent to that alleyway?
Yep.
They did. Okay. I had heard that they had, and I wasn't quite sure if that had gone through or not. Any other questions for Planning and Zoning Department here? All right. Jordan, would you give us a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Norvstrup,
Aye.
Langer,
Aye.
Reinbold,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Reif,
Aye.
Liebelt,
Aye.
Foberg,
I'm gonna abstain.
Ronayne,
Aye.
Mayor Shoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got our request approval of Resolution 220704 to declare abandoned items which are located at the airport as surplus property to direct the disposal of those property according to our state's law. Ron, what can you tell us about that abandoned property?
Thank you, Mayor Schoneman. As we say in the council action request, this is personal property that was left behind by an aerial egg spraying tenant at the Aberdeen Regional Airport. As you go through that list, you'll see it consists of some large items, trailers and large tanks, and there's even some liquid in some of the tanks. But a number of items, some of those, a couple of those, it looks like the airport might be able to make some use of, or the city might be able to make some use of in operations. But for the most part, it's all property that needs to get off of the airport premises. We've been working with the former tenant for quite a while, and it's obvious that they have legally abandoned the property, so we were asking that the council adopt this resolution to surplus the property and allow the city to move forward with getting it disposed of according to state law.
Move to approve. Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Ronayne and a second from Councilman Johnson. We reached out to had conversations with those guys, and
This is a very interesting case, but yeah, I've got a number of letters in the file with efforts to try to work with this person to get them to remove their property. We've been in contact with lawyers on their behalf. Nothing that we've done has been able to get the tenant to act. And in fact, they tend to kind of go dark on us and on their own lawyers. So we have taken the position that they've legally abandoned the property, and we're going to move forward. And by the way, I'll also add that we've made sure that there's no assertable security interests in any of those items. So all those have been checked and have been waived.
Ron, did they remove some of the items, or this is 100% of what their operational items
This
consisted of?
particular tenant, I do not believe removed any of the items. They did have a person who was working with them that person removed a number of, I think, his items.
He removed all of his
Yeah.
personal property. from
But
it.
as far as this particular tenant, I think we've got it in, it's aircraft spraying is referenced in the resolution. That tenant has not removed anything from the property.
Ron, have we looked in to see if there's any environmental issues with the liquid left in the tanks?
We haven't. We'll have to deal with that, I guess, if that becomes an issue. But in the meantime, we need to get those liquids, if possible, removed, sold, otherwise disposed of.
Thank you. We've got our motion and our second. Any other questions from the council? Jordan?
Councilmember Ronayne.
Aye.
Holberg.
Aye.
Liebelt.
Aye.
Reif.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Reinbold.
Aye.
Langer.
Aye.
Norvstrup.
Aye.
Mayor Schoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got our public hearing and possible approval of a special 5-day retail on-sale liquor license, which will occur on July 27th through the 31st for Act 2, which does business as the Community Theater at 415 South Main Street. Looks like nobody's here to speak on that behalf, so I would take a motion if someone was interested.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Reinbold and a second from Councilwoman Folberg. Anything from the council before we take a vote? Jordan?
Councilmember Norvstrup.
Aye.
Langer.
Aye.
Reinbold.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Reif.
Aye.
Liebelt.
Aye.
Folberg.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Mayor Schoneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got the possible approval of an appointment of Missy Hill to the K.O. Lee Aberdeen Public Library Board of Trustees, which would be effective on July 18th for a term ending in June 30th of the year 2024. So a 2-year term. Joe, anything special on this one?
No, Don Briscoe resigned from his position, and this is to fill the vacancy.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Ronayne and a second from Councilman Reif. Jordan, actually, we don't need a roll call vote for that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion does carry. We'll move along to our possible approval of payments for the work on our airport improvement projects, as well as to authorize the city manager to sign those pay requests. Payment number 32 is for taxiway geometry to Helms and Associates here in Aberdeen for $13,735.63. Payment number 8 is for the apron for Helms for $1,444.13. Rich, what can you tell us about those projects?
Yep, thank you, Mayor. Both of these projects are for the taxiway geometry project that we did last summer into last fall. Payment number 32 is actually for the taxiway geometry, and payment number 8 is for the supplemental agreement up on the apron. Both of these projects were 100% federally funded, so.
I move to approve both payments. Second.
Got a motion from Councilman Johnson and a second from Councilman Ronayne. Any questions from the council for our transportation manager? All right, go ahead. Jordan?
Councilmember Ronayne.
Aye.
Fauberg.
Aye.
Liebelt.
Aye.
Rife.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Reinbold.
Aye.
Langer.
Aye.
Norvstrup.
Aye.
Mayor Shonneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Krokel, next we've got a review and approval of claims and payroll. The bills will be for this week, July 18th. The payroll is for the period of July 3rd through the 16th. Take a motion from anyone who is interested.
Move to pay the bills.
And second.
Got a motion from Councilman Rife and a second from Councilman Johnson. Jordan, go ahead with a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Norvstrup.
Aye.
Langer.
Aye.
Reinbold.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Rife.
Aye.
Liebelt.
Aye.
Fauberg.
Aye.
Ronayne.
I abstain as to budget furniture, and I vote aye on everything else.
Mayor Shonneman.
Aye, motion does carry. Next, we've got our city manager's report with City Manager Joe Gah. Joe, what have you got for us?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. A couple things. One, our street projects are going along, and a week ago, the street department started the chip and seal process down in the Happy Central subdivision, about as far as southeast as you could get, and they're almost to 6th Avenue already a week later. I watched them a little bit this morning. They're moving along. That's a process that really slickens up a street surface pretty quick, and they get in there and move along pretty quickly, and they're doing a great job. And then this is a month it seems like we have several employee anniversaries with department heads, and so I just want to mention that. Peggy Batten in the wastewater hit 32 years this month, excuse me. Jordan McQuillan hit 9 years, and just today, Robin Bobzine hit 28. So we were celebrating those heavily this month, and we appreciate their service, and that's all I have.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Peggy, if you're watching in. Anyone from the council have anything, or will motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn. Second.
A motion from Councilman Ronayne and a second from Councilman Johnson. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion does carry. We are adjourned. Thank you.